Run, 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 run.
Fuck! Okay, so like you guys just saw, we just seen Tails doll, right? I never thought in all my days I would ever see Tails doll analog horror ever, ever. Now let me tell you why it's one of the coolest analog horrors I've ever seen. We are going to go through this together. But first, quick background check. Basically like any EXE lore, basically about an entity that's like demonic or whatever, taking the form of a Sonic character and basically killing or taking the soul of whoever's playing the game. If anyone is a Tails doll nerd or know-it-all, feel free to correct me if I get anything wrong. But basically, Tails doll appeared in the 1997 racing game Sonic R, and people find him very creepy, or and it's very, I mean, I can see why. It's, well, I mean, it's lifeless, look at it. Unlike Mecha Knuckles and Metal Sonic, I literally don't know if this thing is mechanical. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if this thing has like in Sonicverse lore at all. Any kind of lore I've seen it have is the Creepypasta version. It's definitely an old favorite from the community, and well, basically, you get cursed if you play the Tails doll and you play the song Can You Feel the Sunshine, from what I remember. I don't know, I mean, I was little when this whole thing was like on the internet and stuff, but it definitely creeped me out, and I didn't even like the song. I didn't like listening to the song, but nowadays I actually love the song. It's very good. But apparently in early stories, the doll would emerge from the TV, like the ring or something, and it has this red light, like this red gem on it as well. And I just think that signals doom in my personal opinion, and no other character has anything like that. I just wonder why Tails is a doll for this thing. Like, I just don't get it. And yes, Can You Feel the Sunshine is the national anthem for the Tails doll. For some reason, I don't know, but it's probably because it plays during the tag race. But we're gonna find out what Chris Archives thinks, the creator for the analog horror that we are going over today. So if you'd like to support the original creator, check out Chris Archives, and yeah, from what I watched, and yes, I did watch this, it was very good. Like, I was watching this in the morning, and it was like actually kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. So basically, this analog horror starts off with a very obsessed protagonist, like it's quote unquote. His name is Cody, right? And he's a big fan of Sonic R, like a big fan of Sonic R. He takes it upon himself to literally record all of his gameplay with him trying to unlock the secret character known as the Tails doll. But he actually doesn't know what it is yet, so he's in for a rude awakening, right? But basically, he's recording this, he's all excited, and he basically gives a demonstration on what it's like obtaining the character. So since he's a Sonic R enthusiast, he's making a lot of comments. He thinks it's a cool game. He loves the game. He seems to have like everything unlocked as well. And well, he's also going to be the catalyst for the carnage that continues in the story, like a domino effect. Cody is very excited to see the hidden character that you can unlock by completing all the challenges, but when he sees the doll, when he finally does it, like when he finally sees it, he's like very uneasy.
And now, oh, is that a Tails doll? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. It's pretty creepy. And why does it have a red gem on its head? That's cool. Let's beat it.
Now, this is understandable. I'd be uneasy too if I saw that freaking thing on my screen. I wouldn't be excited to really unlock it, except until I see it fly, and then maybe I would be excited, because any character that flies, I like it. That's just me personally. Now, during these times, people had the internet, but as we can see throughout the video, it's obviously older technology and everything's still new, and this is where the old creepypastas were really busting out and stuff, and you know, this is what people kind of like to discuss online. Those were the days. Those were the days. Things still existed, like online posts and forums and stuff, and people would discuss things like urban legends. So we can see that what Cody is kind of recording with is obviously just older tech and everything, blah blah blah. And in my opinion, this is gonna matter for later on. As he continued playing while recording, he ended up winning the character. And so there was one last thing that he had to do, and he had to do this tag challenge where he had to tag like this Robotnik, Mecha Knuckles, I think, and Metal Sonic and Super Sonic. I think I got them all right, I don't know. And basically, when you catch Super Sonic at the end, something is supposed to happen. And he kind of struggles to do so. He has a hard time since the Tails doll is very hard to control, as any character is in the game, sort of. But when he finally catches Supersonic, it is absolutely detrimental.
Yes! Let's go! What's happening? Don't tell me the game crashed. What the hell?
Connie! What's wrong, dear? Please, wake up! Help! Help!
When he pulls it off, it triggers like this curse or whatever. I'd like to say that this breaks the seal. You'll see why I'm saying this later on. This results in his almost immediate death, while the song Can You Feel the Sunshine just plays non-stop. And even though his mom is trying to help him, it's just to no avail. The doll appears and he just coughs and gurgles, and from what it sounds like, chokes and drowns in his own blood, although maybe he was foaming at the mouth or had a seizure of some sort, but I think it was scenario A personally. His mother, screaming worried, goes to him and just finds him completely body bags. He's just completely dead, and she's unable to do anything about it. It's kind of sad, honestly. But later on, she's grieving and she gets a call from a policeman checking in, and he confirms that, the mother confirms that she sold the console to his friend Ethan, who used to come over to his house to play, and she still cannot sleep, and she states that she only hears the music over and over again.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes, that's me.
This is Officer Raymond Carter from the Los Angeles Police Department. I'm not calling for anything official, ma'am. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing after everything that happened.
I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I keep hearing the music.
The music?
Yes, the one from the game. It never stopped. Not even after he...
I'm so sorry. I understand today was the funeral.
Yes. I did what you're supposed to do. I gave his things away. The console. I gave it to his best friend. He used to come over to play with my son.
I understand. I'm calling because, upon reviewing the case again, I found something we didn't interpret at the time.
Something else?
In your statement, you mentioned your son was obsessed with unlocking a secret character, correct?
Yes. He said it wasn't in the manual, that it wasn't unlocked like the others.
That's what caught my attention. I consulted with a video game technician, off-duty. According to him, that character shouldn't cause any kind of physical reaction.
Officer, my son didn't have epilepsy. He never had seizures. Never!
I know. And there's something else. When we checked the room, the TV was on, but the console hadn't registered any recent activity, as if the game kept running on its own.
Is that possible?
It shouldn't be. Today, while I was filing the case, the recording of the scene is completely black. Nothing can be seen.
Please, tell me it's over.
I hope so, ma'am. Just, if the boy you gave the console to contacts you again, if he says he saw something strange, call me immediately.
And what if it's already too late?
Good night, Mrs. Miller.
I don't get why she really survived, but perhaps it's just because, well, I don't know. I mean, it's not like she deserved to die, I'm not saying that. But I don't know, maybe... you'll see why I'm saying this. The officer gave some information about the game, which honestly was virtually useless, but it kind of served like a warning. It's like there was nothing connected to make the console really run, but the game was running anyway regardless, when it shouldn't have been running. And plus, the game isn't really supposed to cause any seizures or anything like that, which Cody did not struggle with, mind you. The domino effect now starts here. His mom knows that she sold it to Ethan, but it's already kind of too late. Now, in the second half of the story, we see that Ethan is disturbed and seeks to figure out what truly happened to his friend Cody. The idea that something within the game actually kind of disturbed him, and he seemed to believe it, no matter what his friend online said. As he discusses with his friend online, his friend tries to discourage him, saying it's rumors or a coincidence that he just happened to pass away, or I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's coincidence, but Ethan becomes all the more curious, and he even researched about murders in the 80s, supposed murders at least, even though there's no records of them, of an entity or a creature, and something that would write TD at every murder scene. And there were so many deaths that the church would get involved. And this seemed to cause an extreme event, or maybe an exorcism, where this creature seemed to be exorcised or banished from the physical realm in some sort of way. From holy water. It said something about crying tears of blood. I'll post the images right here if you want to read it yourself. But yeah, by the looks of it, it sounds like we're dealing with some kind of demonic entity. For sure. And of course, the power of God is too much for it, so it seems like it was no longer able to commit any crimes or murders like it was described. So now that we know that we're dealing with something truly supernatural, and also, yeah, it would write TD like Tails Doll. Now, I'm not insinuating that its name is Tails Doll. I do think that is a coincidence and that TD may stand for something else, which I tried to maybe figure out why, but I couldn't really get behind it, honestly. It's possible that Chris just wanted this to be some kind of alias. I mean, well, let me put it to you this way. It was banished or exorcised from the physical realm, right? And then it entered the digital game. When? I don't know, but eventually it did. And that became like its new plane of existence, the place it could operate in, since it can't be in our physical world anymore freely. And I suppose that it took a liking to the Tails Doll, and now it's Tails Doll, I guess. But obviously we can see our second co-protagonist, Ethan, is just all the more curious, and as much as his friend tries to discourage him, saying that it's nothing, he says that he will not be at peace unless he figures out what happened. So now we know that we're definitely dealing with something more supernatural. This is kind of something I've never heard of before, so it actually genuinely interested me. But it's clearly stated that right after it was splashed with the holy water, it disappeared and there was no more murders. So we can definitely make an inference already that whatever entity that we're dealing with here is unable to really interact with the physical plane unless it's given some level of consent or some kind of ritual happens.
I don't know who's going to see this, or if I'm just doing this as evidence, but I think we all know what happened a few days ago with Cody. After unlocking Tails Doll, today I want to find out for myself what happened to him. Is this normal? It's bugged. Phew, thank God. What? What the hell?
Ethan.
Cody. No, this can't be real.
Run, 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 run.
By playing the tag challenge, it's like the player is agreeing to its terms of service, giving it temporary access to the world, or free access to take their soul away. I don't know, same thing. In other words, consent. This isn't too consistent though, as we also see it kill somebody completely uninvolved in the matter. You'll see that later. Unlike Cody, Ethan actually gets the chance to hide after completing the challenge, and he was quite rude when he was recording it, but just like Cody, he recorded the entire challenge and he also struggled, but he went out of his way to complete the challenge just to see what happened. He wanted to recreate the exact situation that Cody had did. But obviously, as everyone can tell, this is his biggest mistake ever, and he's about to be turned into a principal because As soon as he completes the challenge, he sees the same Tails doll, but he also sees his best friend. Now, if I were Ethan, I would have ran out of the house. However, it seems like he chose to hide in the closet or something, and the Tails doll's hand is reaching out. And this is the part that got me. This is what I didn't expect it to be this good, honestly. Like his hand is reaching out of the TV, and all you can hear is, "Can you feel the sunshine?"
Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away?
Ethan, I'm already home.
Mom? No, please.
This is the, oh my gosh, this is peak. I love this. But it did catch me off guard that he was actually able to hide, or that Cody was actually able to warn him, since Cody seemed to die almost immediately, but Ethan lived for now, at least. I have the suspicion of an idea that the Tails doll let Ethan hide. He let him have a chance to survive, just to let him be afraid. Although, I don't know, maybe it was just for dramatic effect, maybe it was for the plot, maybe there's different circumstances for how the Tails doll is able to kill somebody. Maybe it has to be more physical, sometimes it prefers a supernatural method or something. But we also have to realize that Cody was the catalyst for this domino effect. Cody was the first victim. It's all unknown for now, but what we do know is that it's capable of literally coming out of the TV. As we can see right here, we see Ethan hiding, and as the Tails doll looks for him, he's probably almost caught until we hear Ethan's mom calling out for him, like she just got home and she wanted to give him something. This is the creepiest part though. She says this.
What the fuck?
Ethan, come out. Mom has a gift for you. Everything is okay, Ethan. You just need to come out of wherever you are.
Mom!
Mom has a gift for you.
Mom has a gift for you. Mom has a gift for you. Mom has a gift for you.
But Ethan doesn't have much time to think, and he hears his mom screaming, and he can't help but bolt out of the closet. I personally believe his mom did call for him, but I do believe that the Tails doll also mimicked her voice. Not just because of what clearly just happened, but also just because of what I mentioned before. Clearly, something was off. Ethan runs after her when she screams, but just finds her completely decapitated. But her voice is still there, saying she has a gift for Ethan. Yeah, that was very disturbing. This truly scared me. And as Ethan is murdered and taken away, we see the fate of the two friends, and I wonder if Ethan's mom's soul was also taken, although I doubt it, I guess, because we can't really see it. This also shows that the Tails doll doesn't simply go back after killing one person too. Whether his mom died when she screamed or if the Tails doll mimicked the scream, both are terrifying because clearly it shows what it's capable of. However, I think it's mainly due to the fact that Ethan and Cody are the ones that started the quote-unquote ritual. I think because they started this ritual, they were the ones that summoned it, so it has to kill them in order to go back. But yeah, that was essentially the analog horror in a nutshell, at least. Again, I'd suggest that you watch it yourself, because that when I heard the Tails doll mimicking his mom's voice, that was super scary. It's hard to tell if it mimicked the scream too, or if that scream was genuine and it was just a mix of both. I don't know. But I've tried my best to make them some theories and connections. Now, I think this analog horror is very simple and true to the original creepypasta, so it's probably not as deep as I went into it, but since we know that the entity was essentially exorcised out of the planes of reality, or well, the physical world for more simple words, and found basically like a loophole by having the digital realm or code or circus of the Sega Saturn or Sonic R game. Either or, we can determine this is a type of technodaemon, or well, I don't know. I don't know if that's really what technodaemons are, but I think it could be considered a type of technodaemon. Although that probably has to do more with things like viruses and stuff, and this isn't necessarily a virus, it's more like a haunted console. Inside this digital vacuum, it can use the system like a body, and once the ritual is basically complete by completing the challenge, it can fully manifest as the character as it is inside the game and use the console as like a portal to the real world. It's possible it attacks people who aren't really protected by prayer as well, since it was basically defeated by holy water for the win. Essentially, this polymorphic virus of a demon can only be accessed digitally, and the digital world is now its gateway. Kind of like this just came to my mind. It's like a router, basically, you know? It's kind of like what a router does. It gives you access to the internet. Okay, I'll move on. Oftentimes when demons retreat, they're kind of like more hidden, subtle, smaller, more deceptive rather than simply destructive. They're granted access by a person's consent or interest, whether the person knows what they're doing or not. In the spiritual world, anybody can be put in danger by messing with rituals knowingly or unknowingly. In this particular case, with messing with rituals in this analog horror, it's kind of unclear where this demon originally came from. It could have been summoned, it could have came from thin air, I don't know, but no one knows where it originally came from, and again, it's probably not this deep, but again, this is relevant. And then there's the fascination with the Sega Saturn, the Sonic R game, and then the song Can You Feel the Sunshine. This is kind of my favorite part, even if it's so unclear. We can kind of interpret it like this, in a few ways at least. Saying Can You Feel the Sunshine is supposed to sound creepy, but with the Tails doll. But in that aspect, it's kind of, you know, it's just a little ironic. Asking a player, can you feel the sunshine? This demon is clearly trapped inside of a game, unable to be outside in the world, to see the world. It lives in a fake one, and it's a secret character. I don't know, I just feel like there should be a reason to why this song in particular is its anthem. But maybe, well, a better reason would be that this begins the ritual. Honestly, I think this is one of the better things to interpret about this song. This song is what starts up the demon or fuels it. It's like the chant or the frequency or whatever. It's like this is what you have to play. And I think this is actually attuned to the original creepypasta lore. You would actually have to play or sing this song. Whatever it may be about this song, it seems to summon it for some reason. Because until that song is playing, nothing really happens. It's like the demon has no true power yet, even while the player is playing the game. But then the song starts playing and then they complete the challenge, and it's like those are the two main prerequisites. It's not just the player playing the game, but literally the song lets it out. Especially when you take into account the fact that it's reaching out from the TV, as the song also says, reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Even though this doesn't really apply to our characters in this particular video, the lyrics can signify the need or the lore / pull to play the game, especially with Cody. Actually, you know, both characters. To unlock the Tails doll, to know what happened, for both Cody and Ethan, despite their completely different goals and levels of enjoyment for the game, Cody wanted to have fun playing the game. This was probably one of his favorite games. Ethan wanted to know the truth. You know, truth is brought to light. And the part for forgetting about the rain is like, forget about your troubles. Like, Ethan should forget about what happened to Cody, or Cody should forget about anything else and just continue playing the game. Or maybe the demons should forget about the rain or the holy water rather. I'm just saying that these lyrics could be hidden nods to the actual lore or the story. Although either way, those lyrics themselves could probably signify a desire to be in the light, to have fun, to play, to forget about all of life's troubles, right? I think one of the more sensible ways to interpret this though is like mockery and false comfort. Just think about the good times and they will come back again. Again, while this video is about tragedy. And when we see this through the lens of a monster who lures or takes the souls of players who thought they were playing an innocent, fun game about their favorite childhood characters like Sonic and Tails, and Knuckles, it's practically false deception right before they're taken away. Now, you might be picking up on me applying terms like luring and deception to the Tails doll. And it's not just because it seems like an innocent video game character that a kid would want to unlock because they think it's cool or someone who's just simply curious, right? It's not just about killing because of curiosity or killing because of enjoyment. There's one more thing. It's that glowing gem at the top of its head. It actually reminds me of an anglerfish. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what the anglerfish is. It's pretty much that fish at the bottom of the sea. You don't really see it anywhere but the deep dark depths of the sea. And yeah, it's that fish with that thing attached to its head. That glowing looking thing or whatever it is. I don't know if it's a gem, I don't think it is, but it has a specific way of hunting, luring people, well not people, but you know, prey to its light, because they're attracted to the light and it kills them for it. It's hidden and unknown until you see its light, and you don't, even when you see the light, you don't even really see the fish until it's too late. Like sunshine or like moths to a flame, it's light that shines in to learn prey. That's simply how it hunts. So I can't help but feel that the Tails doll is something similar. I just feel like it's a similar concept. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. As the gem glows while it reaches out its hand, as Reach Out for the Sunshine plays, in the same moment, it's very interesting how these things connect. But honestly, just tell me what you guys think. I don't know. Am I crazy though? I don't know. Nah, I think I'm right. But honestly, this analog horror stays so true to the EXE-esque lore in of itself. That mimicry thing, I can't get over that. I think I should have delved into that more, the whole mimicry thing. Like, why it can just copy the voice. I mean, obviously it's a supernatural entity, but it seems to like to lure out its victims. Like, it tries to lure out Ethan. It mimics his mom's voice. Like, I mean, what's up with that? It can't be on purpose. An entity that takes the souls of players through a Sonic game via playing a game is pretty simple. But this analog horror definitely expanded on that in a very amazing way. Remember to check out the original creator of this amazing video and support them. The lore is definitely much more simple than the ideas that I provided, but I simply thought going deeper would be cool for the background story and everything. I mean, like the background story with the freaking murders, I didn't expect that. It's very good, and it would really add on more to what this thing actually is, what it's hiding, what it wants, even though that's unknown. But yeah, anyways, that's all I've got wrapped up for this one until I make some more stuff in the studio or whatever. This is what you guys got. Freaking Tails doll. I'll see you on the next corner of the internet. Good night.